Hey everyone, welcome to the Playback Podcast presented by Car, your weekly podcast featuring America's favorite dancers, hosted by America's favorite road warriors. We are your hosts, Jocelyn, Kristyn, and Julie. And as always, we're going to be covering Car, Rainbow, Ultra, and all things DAC. It was a really fun weekend. We had 12 shows.
12. Our last big dog weekend.
Yeah. It was crazy. We were in the same city.
Yep. 4-day show.
Killed us.
We did take long naps yesterday.
Where were you?
I was in Concord, North Carolina at Ultra.
Yeah,
also
you were.
a really big show. It could have been a 4-day, but it was all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. So
Monster.
could have been a 4-day, but it was just 3 long
Full
days. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh,
It looked good. You guys had that
It
LED
was
wall.
Great. Yeah, stage was great. Space was great. Kids were great. It was a good weekend.
Love it. All right, let's get into it.
Okay, I'll start things out. I was at Rainbow, Milwaukee. The first one I want to talk about is Act 583 For You from Water Street Dance, Milwaukee. First of all, twin sisters. Blonde little twin sisters, seniors in high school, I found out at that award ceremony. And they're both going to totally different states for schools. That's wild to me.
Good for them.
You know what? Live your life. They were killing it. They come from like a contemporary company training studio already. And so you could really tell that their choreographers make that click right off the bat. They had really cool shapes and they utilized each other for those shapes, which was really cool. I love that. It was like perfect picture moment. Like I wish I was almost taking photos during that moment because every move was a picture, you know? I said, Jocelyn had this song stuck in her head for the remainder of our loadout and kept singing it over and over and over.
I really did.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
the, why don't I do it for you?
I like that song.
But like, I couldn't stop singing it
No,
the entire
she
loadout.
literally
Like I was
couldn't.
just rolling up like all my cables, just like
the
singing
dance
it.
went like an hour and a half ago and we're rolling cables and she's like, didn't I do it for you? And I was just like, oh, she still has that stuck in her head.
'Cause it was
but
good.
it's a good song.
Yeah. And I also feel like twins honestly have a disadvantage when they're doing a duet because not a disadvantage, an advantage, sorry.
Yes.
Because they're already so in sync. Like I feel
Uh-huh.
like their brain telepathy
Yeah, it
works.
just works.
And so it's like, especially if they're identical
They're like the
twins,
same height,
they're literally
they have the same build.
Yeah,
so if
like-
you move similar. Yeah.
I
that's
just feel
fair.
like it's like such an advantage because I'm like, you guys could literally blink and you look the
You
same.
look the same.
Like
You're already the same
it's
person.
already like no cleaning necessary.
Yeah.
It's already
No, they were so
Yeah.
solid. And their solos were really great too. But I loved that they had a duet because it was just so beautiful to watch. I loved it.
yeah. Loved it. Okay, I'm going to talk about one from also Rainbow, Milwaukee because we were at the same place. This is from Bella Via Dance Studio. This dancer's name is Ellis Westrich. Obsessed.
Yeah, you loved her from
I
like
loved her.
she came out on stage, she had a different hair moment and you were
She was
like,
cool.
I like her.
She was a cool girl. I could tell she's like a cool, nice girl. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't even realize how cool she actually is, I think. But anyway, she came out, she got second overall in Elite Stars Solo 15 to 19 and then ended up winning that Senior Dancer of the Year title. This was Act 564, American Wedding. And already, like, I knew she was cool, so I knew she was going to have a cool song. But it was like that Hotel California, like, mashup with that other, you know, have you heard that song? It's like a cover. So good. And like even the one part where it like says like tattoo on my left hand and then she looks down and there's a tattoo on her left hand and I was like, she's so cool. Like it was just like the whole time I was like, it was, you know what I mean, when someone just gets up on stage and you're like, she's cool. And then I saw her hyping up another dancer from another studio backstage, made me like her even more. Like, you know what I mean? I could tell at awards she was hitting the karma choreo. I was like, funny girl. So she's cool, funny, and talented. Like she can do it all. So anyway, I was just a big fan.
She was cool. I ran into her after we got the judges, like those little like milkshakes or whatever. And I was like trying to hold them all walking into the venue. And she was like, who's that for? And I was like, the judges, you know, a little sweet treat. And she was like, and you got to go with the Culvers. And I was like, heck yeah, girl. Yeah. And she was all excited. She's like, tell him I say hey. And I was like, she's cool.
Fun. I liked her. I could tell. She came out on stage for awards. She was a good time. I could tell. But anyway, so congrats to Ellis. You were awesome. Clearly made an impact on us.
Yeah.
And just keep doing you, girl.
Work. All right, the first one I have from Ultra Concord is Act 503, The Man, from Miss Donna's School of Dancing.
Yep.
Love Miss Donna. You saw this one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this one was so cool. They had chairs, and they were in suits, and it was that Taylor Swift song, I was a man, you know, so it was really, really cool. I think they utilized the chairs really, really well, and they told a really cool story. I loved the choreography. Their choreography is so good at Miss Donna's, and that group, that senior group of older dancers is just so great to watch. Every time they came out on stage, I was like excited for what they were gonna bring, because they have so many stars in their group too.
Yes.
I feel like everyone is so individual and so like cool at that studio, you know. But yeah, it was really great. I loved seeing all of their pieces this weekend at Ultra, but I really, really liked this one. I think they just did a great job choreographically and just telling a story that was really interesting. So yeah, great job.
Olivia texted me and Adam over the weekend, and she was like, you guys, she really loved Money, and I talked about that one on the
Money was
episode a few
great.
weeks back, and she was like, Money got the recognition
got
with
a
the power
power
performance.
performance.
She was so
Yeah.
excited.
It was
She's
so
like, you
good.
guys would be so proud. And I was like, I talked about that one on the podcast.
Yeah, that one was so good. Again,
It was
just their
cool.
storytelling and their commitment to like the idea and the kind of vibe of the piece. Like they're just so in everything they're doing, and it's so cool to see them come out and do like a lyrical and they're in it. And then this one where it's a little more like angry, angsty jazz, and then they had like a Beyonce jazz where it's very like slay, and they were in that. And then Money, which is very musical theater, like they were in every style. Like yeah, it was really cool to see. I loved it.
They're cool. Okay, another Rainbow Milwaukee pick is Act 512, The Light, from Driven to Dance. I really enjoyed watching Driven to Dance all weekend. I saw them last season too, so I was excited to see their growth from last season to this season. I thought that this performance was very well executed. You would have thought that this was a professional contemporary dance company based on their movement quality.
Let's go.
Is what I wrote down.
Word.
That's crazy.
Slay.
It like took me back to my LA days when I was trying to do the contemporary company kind of thing, and I was like, ooh, picture, positive, negative space moment.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The negative space.
Yeah, it was really cool. I just had to give a kudos to their teachers for that one because I really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, their like 9 to 11-year-olds were super good too. I really
So
enjoyed
good.
watching them. They did that one, Let Them Eat Cake. I loved that one.
You
They were
liked
like
that one.
Marie Antoinette vibes. Like they all had these really cute little like corset costumes, and they had like this giant. It was essentially a throne, but like in the set of a cake. It was very cool. And
Let
yeah,
them eat cake.
yeah, Let Them Eat Cake work. And yeah, they were all great. I really enjoyed watching them. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about from the same Milwaukee show is from Be Inspired Dance Studio. This is Act 305, Bomb Bomb. And this is actually their first overall Stars of Tomorrow line 9 to 11. You guys, something about a Stars of Tomorrow, like, sea of kids coming out on stage hypes me up. I don't know if it's like, I think it's also the parents, because you can tell the excitement from the parents. Like, and I asked at awards too, like, whose first competition is this? And all of them are like so excited. So I feel like I love watching when they come out on stage and it's like they're looking around and it's like their first time on a big stage and they're doing the choreography, but also like soaking it all in at the same time. I just loved it. And they were having so much fun. It was like, what's that song? Bum, bum, bum.
Oh,
And it's
fun.
like that fun jazz
Fun.
routine, and they were all just like having the most, like, it was one of those routines where it was just like everyone was having the best time. And it's Stars of Tomorrow, so obviously they're going to continue to work on the technique and everything like that, but like all the kids were just like
I love
living their best
facials.
life.
The fun,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
so fun. And so anyway, it was one of those like feel good routines, and I don't know, be inspired.
like
I
the
was
little-
inspired. They were just like gonna be so good. I can tell like they have a good set of like 9 to 11 Stars of Tomorrow that they're gonna continue working with. And they're going to be some good kids up there. I'm excited.
They were like the
Sure.
little jumping beans, like during awards when they got
Yes.
first overall. They were literally jumping up and down. They
Aw.
like, I was like, "Who is your teacher?" And they're still
They're
jumping
like, I
and
can't
screaming.
function.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
I love when they're just so excited.
Yeah.
Cuties. Okay, my next one from Ultra is Act 541, The Calling, from South Carolina Dance Company. We had so many good studios this weekend. Wow. This one was so cool. This one almost gave like Avatar, like jungle vibes with the music. And at first it was very, very like contemporary company, very like abstracty, but then the middle like I think there was almost some story going on. I kind of want to know the backstory, but there were 3 main girls, and then the one girl in the middle, like, all of a sudden the music starts changing, and it has more of, like, a drum beat, and she's giving more, like, groove, and she's, like, almost like she's dancing at the other 2 girls, and there's, like, a big semicircle, and then those 2 girls start dancing at each other, and everyone's, like, hitting the stage. It was really cool.
Okay.
It was very interesting, and I'd love to know what the story and, like, motivation was behind it. But it was really cool to watch. They have stunning technique, so then to be able to blend it in a very, like, concert dancey, more artsy way, but then they were still doing the lifts, they were still doing the legs, like, they're still giving you everything with also giving you, like, this different, more abstract, kind of felt almost like tribal vibe.
Mhm.
It was really cool. I really liked it. Made me, like, think, you know?
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay. Speaking of, like, there has to be a story behind this one. We're going to Rainbow Upland, Act 413, Heaven's Not Ready from Gotta Dance Academy. Had to be a story behind this one. I just had a feeling that based on the photo of the clip, I was like, there's some kind of story. I have a feeling that I know what the story is, but I don't want to say it and be wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? First of all, they had these stunning blue costumes. All the dancers were in these beautiful costumes. They had a half up, half down moment. I love a half up, half down.
I feel like that's the new trend this year is half up, half down waved.
It was
Or
great.
I do love that.
or slick back bun, but you have to have the pokies out.
Oh, yeah, we
Pokies on
had some
top.
pokies.
Yeah, like-
pokies on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the new.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Okay, I loved the half up, half down. It was beautiful. Gotta Dance, they have beautiful technique. Like, I feel like they focus a lot on the technician part of everything. It's stunning every time they hit our stages each season. It's giving classical lyrical vibes with this one. I'm loving the effortlessness throughout this performance so much. There's a couple blonde girls, but there's one blonde girl, and she does all of these turns. She's just going, and doesn't miss. Heel does not drop. Leg does not falter. She isn't bobbling, and she's just killing it. And then she'll hit a leg, and I'm just like, oh, wait, do it again.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. I enjoy seeing them every season. So it was wonderful to watch that routine.
Love them. I haven't seen them this season yet.
Yeah, me neither. I've only gotten to see like through the videos.
Yeah. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is actually an MC shout out. So this is from Car Atlanta from 777 Dance, Act 483 Sober. This is from our MC, Bree Good. She said, I'm convinced he can just keep turning and turning for hours. This is so beautifully insane, and the storytelling is perfect. So obviously, like, just based off the title, it's called Sober. So you know kind of the
a story.
concept and the context behind it. Stunning dancer. Stunning. I was able to pull this up, and I mean, rightfully so. Also, I love when MCs choose a soloist, because I feel like it's easy to be impacted by a group dance because there's so many different kids that you can connect to while you're watching it. But if you're connecting to just one soloist, I feel like that means a lot. So congratulations to the soloist from 777. That was a beautiful performance. I'm going to hop into the next one from another MC shout out. This is from Car Richmond, Kentucky. This is from Forest Dance Academy. Act 245, The Wig. This was their first overall production winner. It was a full Sia, like, white wig, like, chandelier moment. Like,
No
they're, like,
way.
climbing on the sets, like, lifting them up, spinning them around. And they're all, like, doing that full Sia, like, weird choreography.
God, I love that.
And it was like the execution, like 10 out of 10.
Oh,
It was
I
like
love
it was
that.
like 5 million Maddie Zieglers on the stage.
Period.
Oh my gosh. And then last year they did Taylor Swift All Too Well 10-minute version
they
for their
did?
production. So I love that they were like keeping on the theme of an artist.
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I
was
love
good.
that.
It was a great one. I loved it. And then the last MC shout out is from Car Overland Park, Act 537, Surround Sound. This is from Studio 320, and this was a hip hop line. Starts with this one girl in the center, and she's like, honestly, it's giving like the mask, like fedora jumpsuit, or not jumpsuit vibes, but like the full like pantsuit vibes, but it's like bright orange with like a black hat. And so I was like, oh, like, what is this vibe gonna be? Like, I didn't know if it was gonna be more of like a musical theater hip hop or whatever. No, they like come out and they're kind of like very casual, like, you know, when they start a hip hop routine and it's very like, they're just like, yeah, what's up,
Conversation,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's like that. And then all of a sudden just like boom, 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 like, and then they all start adding on, and I was like, oh wait, this is so good. And it's just like they had that cool style because they were like in the pantsuits and they had the hats and everything, but like they were still hitting everything so hard. Anyway, Brittany Block, love that, our one MC. And so, like if she reaches out and she's like, you have to talk about this, then
Like,
I have to talk about it. So congratulations to Surround Sound from Studio 320. You guys killed that.
Work. All right, my last one from Ultra Concord was Act 593, Fall For You from Stars Elite Dance Center. I love seeing stars. They're so good. I think this group in particular, they have a lot of seniors in this group.
Okay.
And like there's Brooke Phillips and Maggie, and I think her name's Austin. Like there's tons of them that they're just so good as a group, and you can tell they've been dancing for so long together that they have so much love for each other, and it's really great to see. This dance was so beautiful. They were in these beautiful like red like silky dresses, and they had a prop in the back that was like, those like little cheese mats that you use on tumbling. They were like those, but they were like blocks, and they had like Marley on top of them. Like they were laid they laid Marley on them. It was really cool. So like these these like diagonal like diagonal like slide situations. And it was really cool. I think the way they used it was so beautiful. They really played everyone's strengths so well. Like Brooke has those crazy like long beautiful flexibility in her legs, so they really like use that. And then I think her name's Alex, she has those crazy turns, so they'll like highlight her in a moment. Like everyone has such beautiful strengths in that group, and all of their feet are like so stunning. Croissant. And I just enjoy watching them so much. They're just so mesmerizing. It's one of those groups where you're like sitting there and you're just like hypnotized. Like you don't realize like how much time is passing or kind of what's going on. You're kind of just like, they're just so pretty, and then it's over and you're like, whoa, wait, that was like 5 seconds, they're just so stunning. This took first overall, supercharged. It was so good. It won People's Choice. It was that dance for the weekend, you know. So, so beautiful. It was so great to see them on stage. A lot of them, this is their last regional for those Stars seniors. A lot of the seniors there, but I know for sure it was the Stars seniors last regional. I'm going to miss seeing a lot of them on our stage. We've seen them, like, kind of grow up. They've been to Ultra the past 2 years, so it's going to be weird next year when we go to, like, North Carolina and, like, those girls aren't there, But they were so great to see all weekend. Loved them. All right, so I wanted to take some random picks since we had 12 shows this weekend. I wanted to, spread the love. So this is from Carr, Cleveland, Ohio. This is Act 383, Till It Happens to You, from Soul Inspired Dance Complex. I think this song right away. Yeah, it's one of those songs. It's one of those songs when you hear it, you're like, okay, let's go. Yeah. I'm ready.
You sit up a little taller. You're like, oh.
Give me drama, give me emotion, you know? And they definitely delivered. Lifts right away, really cool. They had these 2 sections that came in and they were almost mirroring each other. So same lift, same partnering section, but 2 separate sides. And then they kind of joined together, and then, chorus moment, like, boom, big dance break. Yeah. I love that formula of, like, we're doing our own thing, and then dance break. I'm like, yes, same. Give me the dance break on the chorus, I'm like, if we're still doing our own thing on the chorus, I'm like, wait, but give me the lines, give me the emotion, like, I love a good dance break. So, they were definitely amazing. Killed that. And then from Carr, Fort Mill, South Carolina, this is Act 437, Goodfellas, from Havila Dance Company. I don't think I've ever seen them.
We saw them years ago when we did a Fort Mill, like before COVID. I feel like it's been a long time.
Good. I was clicking through so many of their videos, and I was like, wait, this one's great. And this one's great. Yeah. And this is so good. But I landed on this one because it was a hip-hop line. So I was like, yep, they got me. They got me. Yeah, so good. So clean, so much energy, so fun. Again, I always say with hip-hop, like, make me want to dance with you, make me want to be on stage with you, and even from a video. And, there's tons of them, so that video is zoomed out. Yeah. And you can still feel all that energy and all that passion on stage, so I can't even imagine, like, sitting front row where the judges are, like, how, like, impactful that was. So, yeah, great job, guys.
Love it. Okay, so really quick, I'm just going to chat about Dancers Against Cancer. We just had a really cool masterclass that we did 3 in 1 masterclasses in one night, you guys. So we started with Gianna Martello doing lyrical, then we had Natalie Mins doing jazz, and then we finished with Guy Groove doing a little hip hop. It was so much fun. We typically we'll only do one choreographer in one night, but bringing them all together. And then the best part to me was that Gianna and Natalie ended up taking Guy's class at the end, which made it
cool.
like even more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just like a really great time. We always love doing those DAC master classes. We're going to take a little pause because it's getting so crazy with competition season and everything. So we'll be resuming those back in the summertime. But I wanted to also update for our Carbo competitions. If you guys attend, you guys know that we do those pink bucket speeches on Saturdays or Sundays, depending on how big the shows are. And so far this season, we've raised over $80,000, which officially is more than what we made last season.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're already over that that threshold, but I really want to hit 100,000 this season, you guys. I think we can totally do it. We've got like 4 weeks of shows left, essentially. And obviously we're going to be doing all of the donating and fundraising at our national finals as well. So if you guys are attending either Car Anaheim, Car Vegas, Car Pigeon Forge, we've got the Panama City show, Daytona, and Rainbow. You guys, it's going to be so much fun. We're planning a lot of really fun activities for DAC and just to get you guys more involved. We're going to have some new merch available for you guys.
Whoa.
So yeah, just exciting things happening for DAC. Thank you guys for your support as always. It's not too late if you guys are interested in those Hope Studio fundraising pages for our website. Reach out to us. You guys have until the end of the year to reach that $1,000 status. So we've got plenty of time. Just reach out, let us know. I'll help you get it set up, and it'll be a great time. Love it.
I love that. You still got time.
We got plenty of time, you guys. It's only May.
It's May.
It's May. I know it actually crazy. It does feel like it's not May yet, but
yeah,
it is. It's
May. May.
Yeah. Well, as always, thank you guys for watching. We have a couple weeks of shows left, so hopefully we see you soon. If not, at our national finals, and we'll see you on the road. Bye.